mind. You gonna play it or not?
What's the matter with you? You gotta tune it if you want to play it. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Were you talking to me?
Yeah, but I didn't mean to rile you. Thought maybe you had some oats, 'cause I'm hungry.
A talking horse. Where's your rider?
I broke his leg and had to eat him.
You ate your master?
Yeah, you look sort of nice and fat yourself.
Now, look here. Get all away from me now. Just one nibble and I'll let you have it. Oh!
Howdy.
Uh-oh. What's your name? Who are you? Where'd you come from?
Oh, climbed aboard a spell back. Thought I'd give my horse a rest. Besides, he talks too much.
You sure had me fooled. Well, pull up a chair. Now, me, I like company.
My name's Sunset Carson.
My name's Frog Millhouse. Get up, Dandruff! A bachelor am I, and a bachelor I'll stay. I'll do me own cooking till my dying day. No woman to scold me, no brats at my door. To ask silly questions, track mud on my floor. Ain't worth it, I tell you, 'tain't worth it, I say. There's no end of trouble, they're just in my way. They drive a man crazy, it's worse than a jail. Just one day of nagging and I'd hit the trail. 'Tain't worth it, I tell you, 'tain't worth it, I say. Make sure you'll be sorry till your judgment day. For the price of a license, a preacher and such, put it back in your pocket, you'll have twice as much. Truer words you've never heard, Sunset. Women, you can't trust them.
You can trust the kind I've got in mind. She'll be beautiful. Beautiful with red hair. She'll be sweet and loyal. Nothing tricky about her.
Oh, they're all tricky. And the sooner you learn. Whoa! Uh-oh, a redhead.
Here's my chance to learn.
Come on, boy. Come on. Sweet and loyal with lovely red hair.
What's the matter? You look worried.
Yeah, that's the kind of a girl Sunset's been talking about.
Let me have your gun.
Thank you. Thank you so much. You must be terribly strong.
No, as a matter of fact, I'm rather weak.
Think you're strong enough to put me down?
Guess so.
Oh, I'm afraid I've turned my ankle. If you'd help me over that rock there.
Hope it's not sprained.
Oh, no, it's much better. Could you get my horse for me?
Your horse? Well, I don't think he's safe for you. You might
run away with me again? I don't think so. Well, of course, if you don't want to.
All right. Hey, come back here.
Sorry.
Oh. Sweet and loyal, huh? Nothing tricky. With beautiful red hair.
Forget it, will you? You'll have plenty of trouble explaining how you lost the supplies.
I don't even know this guy Murdoch that owned the stuff. What am I going to tell him?
The truth. Come on, I'll go with you.
Oh.
Are you Murdoch?
No, no. I'm Witherspoon. Burton Witherspoon. Mr. Murdoch's clerk. He's in there.
Thanks.
No, 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 no. I wouldn't go in there if I were you. He's in a raging mood. Simply furious about some supplies that should have arrived and haven't.
Well, I'm the feller with the supplies, or I was.
You are? That's splendid. Well, I'll tell him you're here.
Come in.
It's the men about the supplies, Mr. Murdoch. They're here.
Stop standing there gibbering, Witherspoon. Send them in.
Yes, sir.
Come on, it's your funeral.
Step this way, please.
Well, gentlemen, you're late. Expected you yesterday. However, you did get here, and that's something. Have a cigar?
Oh, thank you.
Sit down. Well, where are my supplies?
I don't know.
You don't know.
Well, somebody, they were... Somebody stole them.
Stole them? Stole them? What do you mean, stole them?
Well, you see, Mr. Murdoch, it was all on account of a girl.
Are you telling me a girl did the job?
Sweet and loyal, with lovely red hair.
Will you kindly tell me how a little snip of a girl could steal a wagon from two strong men?
Well, she didn't steal it. A fella did the job.
Now it's a fella. What did he look like?
I don't know. I never saw him.
Never saw him. Never saw him? What is this? Suppose you start from the beginning.
Well, I was driving down the road, see, and I was tuning my guitar when all to once Sunset's horse, he says to me, go on and play it.
A horse said? A horse said?
Hurry, doctor, hurry, or he'll have a stroke. So will I.
What is this? Am I dealing with idiots? Say, wait a minute. A young man, a red-haired girl? Describe him. Describe him!
Murdoch, your blood pressure.
Oh, to hang the blood pressure. Describe him.
Well, if you stop hollering, I'll describe him. He was about 6 feet and sort of slim and black hair and a black cookie duster.
6 foot, slim, black hair. Why, it's Ned Crane and Marjorie Malloy. I'll have them hanged for this.
You'll have a stroke first. Now calm down. Doctor's orders. And what's this about hanging Ned Crane?
He stole my supplies.
Sure he's guilty?
Sure. I'll be dead sure when these men identify him.
You'll be dead if you don't keep your pulse beat down. Couldn't use your wagon then, except for your hearse. I never thought of Ned Crane as a thief.
Take these two, Mr. Kimball. You'll need them.
I don't like this, Ned. You're taking an awful chance. And for what? Just so we can hang on to our mines a little while longer. Murdoch's gonna get them sooner or later anyway.
Kimball's right, Ned. Mines like ours aren't worth fighting for. Seeping water, sulfur fumes, cave-ins. They're not mines, they're death traps. Murdoch thinks they're worth something. And knowing him, that ought to be enough for you. Oh, now look, man. All I'm asking you to do is to hang on a little while longer until I develop my plan. And if it works, why, these mines will be as profitable as any in the country.
I don't think it's worth it, Ned.
You call yourselves men. You're giving up without a fight after the chance Ned's taken for you.
I guess we do look pretty bad at that.
Yeah, I guess we do.
We'll back you.
All right, Ned.
I'll take a chance.
Now, that's the kind of talk I like to hear. Why, we'll lick this thing, and Murdoch, too. Oh, too late. Here comes Shylock.
Why don't you make a break, Ned?
No.
Wait a minute. You can't help us if you're in jail. Go on, make a break for it.
Yeah, maybe you're right. Come on.
There's my wagon.
There's our horses, and there's the two that stole them.
Get in here. Now stay here and keep out of sight. That'll be all, Crane. You're under arrest.
Sorry, fella, but you stole my horse, and that I don't like.
Come on.
Oh, so it's you, Miss Mallory.
Well, the sheriff's looking for you. They're trapped.
Get some help, Sheriff.
Come on, Deke! We gotta get out of here!
Help! Help! Please, get me out of here! I can't stand it!
You don't think we're too happy about this, do you?
Help! Get me out of here! I can't
Hey, come
stand
on
it!
up here. Get up here.
Oh. I'll be drowned! Get me out of here! I'll be drowned!
Always before, when men died in things like these, he called it hazards of the job. Sounds a little different now.
He don't seem to be very happy, but I ain't either. Hey, look at that water. Must be filling up inside. Well, you're a miner. Think of something. There's got to be a way.
There's no way to drain water out of it. Hold it. There is a way. But it's a big gamble.
Well, let's see your chip.
We'll be drowned! Get me out of here! I promise you anything, anything. I'll drop all the charges against Ned Crane. Anything, anything. Get me out, get me out.
Big-hearted, ain't he?
Oh, help! Help, save me! I'll pay you the money I owe you. Anything. Get out, everybody. I'm gonna blast this wall.
He'll kill all of us, Sheriff. Hurry him, get moving.
It worked.
The water's going down.
Yeah. They should have had this timbered. I nearly drowned. Are you all right, Margie?
Nothing wrong with me that a hot bath and clean clothes won't fix.
Oh, good.
Was it damp in there? I'm all water frogged. Get it? Water frogged. Pretty good, huh?
Yeah, I should have left you inside.
You know, now that you're all right, I'm glad this thing happened.
Fine talk.
By blasting that rock, I proved an idea that I've had for a long time. An idea that'll make clean, safe mines out of these pest holes.
What is it?
Well, I can't tell you just yet, but as soon as I ride to the Capitol and get that franchise, we'll have a meeting and I'll
You're
explain...
not riding anyplace. Arrest him.
Arrest him? Well, he just saved your life.
He also stole my wagon and supplies. That man identified him.
Why, in there you said you was going to dismiss the charges.
Yeah, well, that was in there.
Well, how do you like that?
Wait a minute, Sheriff. Frog, now come to think of it, does Crane look like the guy who stole the wagon?
No, nary a bit. Must have been two other fellers.
Well, you said you recognized him out there.
Yeah, but that was out there.
Looks like they got you, Murdoch. Can't arrest him now.
Well, that little trick'll cost you plenty. Owe you some pay, don't I? Well, try and get it.
Gee, thanks a lot, fellas. Sort of makes me feel like a heel after I stole your horses. But I guess you found them outside. Don't know what I'm going to do about your pay, though. Helping me has cost you plenty.
Ah, forget it. Frog won't lose a cent, not after we have a talk with Murdoch.
Something seems to tell me that a certain patient of mine is going to need medical attention.
He will if he don't pay off.
Stay back there, I tell you. Don't come any closer.
Gentlemen, any discussion can be settled without violence.
Discussion? What do you mean, discussion? These two oafs are threatening me.
All we want's our pay, mister.
Seems reasonable enough.
Wait.
Remember your blood pressure. By the way, I have a little prescription here for you.
Why don't you stick to your pills?
No prescription ever helps any man unless he follows it. Remember that. Getting excited over a few dollars costs you twice as much in health. Something you can't buy.
All right, Doc. Here's your money.
Doc, you should have been lion tamer.
Be leaving town now, so goodbye and thanks for your help.
Pay up and shut up. Why? Just tell me why.
Well, simmer down and listen. Now, first we hold notes on how many of the mines in Round Nugget Hill.
Oh, about a third, I guess, but...
Well, suppose you foreclose. That means we own a third of the hill, right?
But what of it? They're not worth a...
Murdoch, your brain needs surgery. When Ned Crane saved your worthless life today, he also proved that he knows how to make those mines worth a fortune. Ah, I see a look of intelligence in your eyes. Very encouraging. Now, Crane's riding to the Capitol for a franchise and...
Oh, you mean that we grab the plans to get the franchise in our name, huh?
Very good, Murdoch. That means we wait until you can foreclose on all the mines, not just a third.
Yeah, but how do you figure on snatching the plans?
I don't. That's up to you. You and your man Hanson.
Hey, is that him, Hanson? Yeah, that's him, all right. I thought you said he'd be alone. But you know Murdoch, always looking for a bargain. 2 for the price of 1. All right, come on.
Here, take these plans, quick.
What are you going to do?
I'm going to try to get rid of these fellows if I can. Now, hurry.
I won't leave you.
Don't argue, Marge. Now, hurry, get going.
Do you want an apple? Or would you rather have a pretty red-headed gal? One of the sweet and loyal type.
I'm sticking to apples.
There she is again. She must think we're awful stupid. Hey, ain't you sticking to apples?
It's all right, Frog. This one's on me. Go ahead, I'm listening.
Let me go.
Have you forgotten so soon? You're supposed to say, you must be so terribly strong.
Oh, let me go, please.
And just when I was beginning to like this. Now turn your ankle, remember?
What's she up to now, Sunset? We're fresh out of wagons and supplies.
Oh, stop it. You've got to help Ned. They're after him.
Who's after Ned? What are you talking about?
I don't know. They're for the mast.
Well, what are we waiting for? Hold it!
Know him?
No, I never saw him before.
Oh, Ned, I was so worried.
Oh, I didn't even get a scratch thanks to these two gentlemen.
What do you think they wanted?
Just a holdup, I guess. At first, I thought he was after the plans, but that doesn't make sense. After all, my getting the franchise will only help everyone.
Seems everyone doesn't believe that, but right now we'd better get going.
What do you mean, we?
Well, Frog and I kind of figured on riding to the Capitol with you.
Then we'll ride right back again. Hey, we're in a rut. Ain't that awful?
Awful nice, you mean.
Awfully lucky for us.
Awful lot of talking.
Let's get going.
It'll make nothing. Nothing but a big empty hole in the mountain. Of all the half-baked schemes trying to drain round Nugget Hill like a bathtub.
Half-baked schemes don't get franchises, but I got one. And I got this from practical men who understand our problems and approved my solutions.
Practical men. Practical men, bosh. What's practical about men sitting safe and smug behind desks at the Capitol? Men who've nothing to lose. Men who have never even seen round Nugget Hill. Now, for your information, I'm going to make it my business to see that this entire community is not victimized by a lot of you wild-eyed dreamers. Think that over.
Murdoch, how can you be so wrong and so loud at the same time? Come on, fella, let's get out of here. We're wasting time.
Wasting time. You're wasting my time.
You sure that plan of yours will work out, Ned?
I figure the best engineers at the Capitol located my plans.
It's good enough for me. Now, if we had an engineer.
Well, if it's an engineer you fellers needed, why ain't you said so? I'm not bragging, but engineering's one of my foremost talents. How you reckon the Suez Canal got built? Me and some Frenchman named De Lessepi.
Well, very interesting. I'll bet he had a big black beard then.
I bet he'll have one again.
French engineer to study crane project. Famed for his miraculous achievement on the Suez Canal, Monsieur Cunouille brings to Paris City a reputation unequaled in the annals of modern engineering. It is a singular honor and
That's enough. I've read it. Got a match?
Yeah. Why, that engineer's Jim Ardeel.
Not if we pay him.
You mean bribe him?
Nasty word, bribe. Smells almost as bad as your cigars. You know, the human auditory system's a very funny thing. One ear listens to reason if the other listens to dollars. Know what I mean?
Well, like I said, you bribe him. Now you leave it to me.
Who else?
Monsieur Cunouille?
Oui. You are Monsieur Crane. No.
No, my name is Murdoch, J.B. Murdoch.
Mr. Murdoch, how did you did?
Huh? Oh, how do you do? Oh, very well, thank you, very well, thank you.
I'd like to talk to you a moment. Business, monsieur.
Business first, then pleasure. You have a pretty friend. No?
No.
No.
And I take it from that we do understand each other.
It is very simple. You wish I should make a study of the crane project and make of the report. No?
I wouldn't be at all displeased, not at all, if you found the crane project hopelessly impractical. To be frank, I'm convinced you will. Is that right?
It is, like you say, not impossible.
Good. Then I'll call this your retaining fee.
Sustaining fee? These words I do not understand. But these I understand. These I like. No?
Yes.
Let me explain this just once more briefly. Now, here's my tunnel, and here's yours, Foster, and yours, Harrison, and so forth. Now, our problem, as you all know, is seepage. Water seeping down inside the mountain and then into our shafts. Now, my solution is simple. Drain the entire hill, like this. Now, this incline running up into the mountain from its base will act as an enormous siphon, constantly draining the waters that store up until they suddenly flood our tunnels, causing cave-ins and all sorts of hazards. Now, is that clear?
Well, it's clear enough, if it means anything. But I think we're wasting our time until we get our engineer's report. After all, my time is valuable.
Oh, you're right, of course. Monsieur Grenouille.
Ladies and gentlemen, I think you would find it too much boring if I took the time to show you the mathematicals involved with this, thing of Monsieur Crane. So I will show you. I wish to make this contribution to the plan.
That's great.
Good enough for me.
Mr. Murdoch, 1,000 pardons. Ladies and gentlemen, among us we have a gentleman, a citizen of modesty and generation. He give away money secretly without telling nobody. He is pay me these monies to make of my reports. He is Mr. Murdoch.
Well, give him a hand.
He deserves one. Thank you, Monsieur Grenouille, and thank you, Mr. Murdoch. Now, a project like ours requires financing, so it's my suggestion that we put up our mines as collateral and go to the banks. Is that satisfactory with everyone?
Sounds good to me.
Well, I'm for it.
I'd like to make an additional suggestion, if I may.
Why, of course, Doctor.
Well, I'm no businessman and probably never will be. But wouldn't it be more suitable for us to arrange the financing closer to home? For example, Mr. Murdoch would furnish the necessary funds at a much lower rate of interest. Wouldn't you, Mr. Murdoch?
Huh?
Monsieur Grenouille's assurance that the project is sound, coupled by the fact that you're going to gain the most by it, makes you the logical man, doesn't it?
Why, yes, of course. Of course.
Pretty noisy, aren't you, Murdoch? Something bothering you?
Something bothering me? I'll say there is. That little piece of treachery you pulled at the meeting, it will cost me...
you nothing, nothing at all. Call it an investment.
Investment? Say, if you're trying to pull a double cross like that fat engineer, why, I'll...
Use your head instead of your vocal cords, Murdoch. Wouldn't help us, would it, if the bank financed Ned Crane?
It'll cost me more money, though.
Cost. Your vocabulary's as limited as your intellect. Try listening for a moment. In exchange for your money, you received notes on all the mines, didn't you?
Yes, but what...
Suppose they don't finish the tunnel before their franchise expires. Then we own all the mines, understand? All of them.
Yes, but what's going to stop the tunnel?
Medical science, Murdoch. Medical science.
Buck.
Yeah. Let's get him outside.
Same as the others. He'll be all right in a couple of weeks. Take him home and put him to bed.
Still think it's air in there, Doc?
Seems to be, but I can't be sure. That's 14 that you have on your sick list already. And there'll probably be more the deeper you dig into the hill.
I ain't gonna be one of them. I'm quitting as of now.
Me too. Your tunnel was supposed to help us miners, you remember? You fellas coming?
Yeah.
I feel like a crook. People trusted me. Believed in me enough to mortgage their minds for this. And I've made exactly what Murdoch said, a hole in the mountain.
I know just how you feel, son, and I wish I could do something to help you.
Poisonous air. I never figured on that.
I think I know whether he's gonna read.
A what?
A beard. She sing.
Now he's sick, too.
I got it. You mean a canary?
Oui.
He's making sense. If there's anything wrong with the air in there, a canary will tell us. Come on, we'll get one. Nothing poisonous about this air. He'd have been dead an hour ago.
Bagra Blue, I am delighted. Let's give the bird a drinking. No? Sunset. She is dead.
Yeah, I don't understand that. Where'd you get that water?
From the barrel. This is the same water we all been drinking.
Same water we've all been drinking.
Looks like the air's all right in here, Doc. It's that water.
Evidently. I'll make a test and find out what's wrong.
Empty every barrel in the tunnel, men, and hurry. From now on, all of our drinking water is going to be boiled.
Sunset, come quick! Go get him. Sunset, he was putting something in the water.
Take care of him, Doc. Like to know who paid him.
Yeah.
I hate to wipe off that happy smile, but it looks like they're going to finish that tunnel on time.
Think so?
Yes, and medical science isn't going to stop it. Neither is a French-English dictionary.
Maybe it will, Murdoch. Maybe it will. Know what Monsieur Grenouille means in French?
What are you talking about?
It means Mr. Frog. Ever hear of anyone named Frog?
Yeah, that fat friend of Carson's.
Ever hear of anyone wearing a false beard and faking an accent?
False beard, and you don't mean...
Yes, I do. Frog and Monsieur Grenouille are one and the same person.
The same person?
Think that over.
It's getting so you can't trust anybody nowadays.
Wait till people find this out.
Don't worry, they will. But suppose they don't find out until after some horrible disaster. Suppose they think that he's to blame. What'll they do?
They'll tear him apart. Even better, Ned Crane will be stopped for good. I still got Hanson working on that job.
Hanson? The very man. The very man.
That is enough, monsieur. Too much would be disastrous.
It sure would.
In a hurry to get out of here, weren't you?
I was chasing Hanson.
Hanson, he's in there.
He is not. I saw him go out there.
This don't look good for you.
How'd it happen? Well, I don't know. That Hanson clunked me on the back of the head and then got out of there.
Hey, what's the matter, monsieur? Forget your accent?
Oh, you're fussing with me and letting that Hanson get away.
We got the guy we want. How about it, boys?
Now, wait a minute. This man's hurt. Oh, you got a nasty bang, monsieur. What? You don't want me. What you need is a barber and a sheriff.
You're not long for this earth, mister.
Come on, Brogue. Keep riding till you come to the fork in the road. Take the one to the right. I'll take the one to the left.
Congratulations, I heard that explosion clear in town.
Well, keep listening. You ain't heard nothing yet.
What's the matter, something wrong?
Yeah, plenty. That Pat engineer saw me. Maybe they're chasing me now. You gotta help me, Murdoch. I ain't swinging alone.
Ah, quit bawling. I'll take care of you. Keep out of sight and meet me at the office.
Mr. Murdoch, you didn't see somebody ride by here, was there?
No, I don't think it did. Oh, yeah, by the way, I passed a miner down there. He took the fork to the left.
Thanks.
Say, wait a minute. You look like the man who...
I am. I'll explain later.
Did you find him, Sunset? No, he must have taken the other fork. I thought I told you.
Murdoch told me Hanson come down this road.
Murdoch told you?
Yes, sir.
I never did like that guy, and I'm beginning to know why. Come on.
Hanson, you'll find me a very fair man. 500, I said, and 500 it is. How's that?
Don't sound so big-hearted, Murdoch. This ain't charity. Where's that wagon?
Around the corner, with enough supplies to last you a month. Now, keep out of sight in case something goes wrong.
Well, nothing will. You and Doc will see to that. And it's like I said, I ain't gonna swing alone, you understand?
Hanson, you have a very suspicious nature. Nobody's gonna swing, unless you mean that phony engineer and his pal.
I don't.
Watson.
That him?
That's him. And he's scared to stiff, and when he's scared, he's liable to talk. That'd be a shame if he couldn't talk anymore, wouldn't it?
Awful shame, but it'll cost you.
Well, how about 500?
Sounds good. Give me.
Oh, not now. You'll find that 500 on Hanson's body.
You and me should have met before.
There he is now. Let's go get him.
Not now. Wait till he gets out of town. Looks like you've been dry gulched, Hanson. Might as well tell us who did it.
It was Murdoch. Murdoch and...
Murdoch and who?
We better get him to a doctor and quick.
Extracting a bullet is never easy, Sunset, but I'll do my best.
Thanks, Doc. Meantime, we'll keep tab on Murdoch.
Hanson mention anyone besides Murdoch?
No, he passed out too soon. Doc, you gotta save him.
Saving him means saving you. Isn't that it?
That's it.
Ticklish job. I'll try, but I don't know.
Is there anything I can do?
Afraid not. Oh, yes, there is. You can stand outside and see that I'm not disturbed.
You won't be.
Sure he wasn't dead? Hanson was alive, all right. Those boys were awful anxious to get him to town. Where'd they take him, the sheriff's office? No, he was out cold. It took him to Doc's office. Doc Lee? Who else? Only Sawbones in town, ain't he? Do you mean to tell me that Doc Lee is operating on Hanson? You sure catch on slow. What's so funny? Nothing. It just reminds me of an old story. The operation was a success, but the patient died.
Continue with your operation, Doctor. But remember, if his pulse stops, so will yours. Patient is waiting, Doctor.
You sure they're in there?
I'm sure they are, Sheriff.
This time, Jim, they're not getting away. That's order.
Whoa! You ain't going no further. Doctor's doing a little operating in there. Just throw your smoke pots right over here.
You'll never get away with this.
Murdoch, light that lamp.
Better concentrate on your work, Doctor.
I hate to do this to you, Sheriff. Now, don't scowl at me like that. You're gonna make an arrest, but it ain't gonna be me in Sunset. Is it, Mr. Murdoch?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You should. I hope.
Come in, gentlemen.
Don't worry, old fella. Every doctor loses a patient now and then.
Glad you dropped in, Sheriff. Hanson here has something to say.
I got plenty to say. Plenty.
Keep talking, Hanson. He's all yours, Sheriff.
Now, wait a minute, son.
You ain't gonna arrest Sunset, are you?
Arrest him? I'm gonna make him a deputy.
No use, Sheriff. I won't be here that long.
Hey, he ain't gonna come too.
Give me a hand here, boy.
Oh, look, here's your picture. The three men responsible for the Crane Tunnel.
Let me see my picture. That's plumb pretty, huh?
Now that you're famous, aren't you going to stay?
Oh, it's no use, Marjorie. Placer City's too peaceful for him now, and it's his own fault, too.
But you won't be here for the wedding.
I'd like to be, but this assignment won't wait. Frog will make a good best man for you.
The very best? What do you mean, best man? I thought I was going along with you.
Not this time, Frog. This assignment will be a little tough.
Oh, you think I ain't tough, huh? Have you ever seen my lightning draw? Well, what's it?
So long, Frog. So long, Marge. So long, Ned.
Bye, Sunset. Bye.
Bye.
But you gotta get out of here quick.
Why? What's the matter?
Black Bartlett, one of the orneriest gunmen in the whole West, is a-looking for you, but I'll protect you. Here he comes now. Get back in there and hide. You gotta help me, folks. You gotta. Now, when he comes a little closer, I'll give the signal, and everybody holler bang, real loud. Now, do you understand? Don't forget. Not yet. Whew, this makes me nervous. Are you ready? All together now? Bang! Thanks. We got him.
You sure did.
Old Frog always gets his man, and you thought I wasn't tough enough.
You can go with me, Frog. You saved my life, didn't you?
Sure did.
Better pay that guy first. He did a good job.
I already paid him $10 more than was... Uh-oh, let's get out of here.